Hey my gorgeous Gemini babies. So I'm diving straight in. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to be notified of when I upload more content. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like it. Stay to the end. I've actually got a competition for you all. Exciting. So I'm going to jump straight in. We're going to use the Lilith Yin Yang Tarot, the Lilith Designs, for the main reading. So let's see what we've got. So we've got growth in summer. So we're just coming out of summer now. Gemini, you have done so much growth in summer, in the summer months. If you are feeling now like you are ready to kind of go into hermit mode, summer was like a different type of growth aspect for yourself, whether it be a mental, whether you did a physical, a diet, you know, that type of thing. Your energy grew this summer that we've just had. If you live in UK, the summer that we wish we had. So what's crossing that energy? Third eye clarity, third eye chakra's opening. The challenge, that can be a challenge. You know, when the third eye chakra opens and you receive the clarity, that may have been happening in the summer months. When the third eye chakra opens, it's almost like sometimes like, oh my God, I feel like I've just been throat punched by the truth. And it can be an hard pill to swallow. It can be a tough pill to swallow. And that's why it's in your challenging position. Because there's certain things that we don't want to see. There's certain aspects of truth that we don't want to see. Sometimes that's looking inwards, you know, that's the shadow work in that. So why is this coming around now for my Geminis? The shadow side, the moon, the dark night. So in the past, Gemini, yeah, you've definitely stepped into the dark night of the soul. In summer, you may have been stepping back into that dark night of the soul. I feel like you are most definitely coming out of the dark night of the soul. If you don't know what the dark night of the soul is, it is actually a spiritual necessity. It's a deep depression that makes us face the shadow. It makes us face our own shadow, and in that is the most powerful thing. You know, never mind all this love and light and healing and bubble baths and stuff like that. Doing your shadow work is going to be the hardest thing you ever do in your life, but it is going to be the one thing that you look back on and you will be so proud of yourself. You will be so grateful that you were put in that situation to do that shadow work. So you've definitely been growing from your shadow. Yeah, in the recent past, we've got ego. Yeah, you know, ego is not all about, you know, I'm well fit, I'm well beautiful, I'm well tough, I'm this. Ego keeps us small as well. Ego keeps us in the comfort zones. Ego says like, oh, don't speak your truth. Don't. Honestly, about 7 years ago, I would not have been doing videos, speaking my truth. I had to go through Dark Night of the Soul to literally not give a shit anymore. I do not care what anybody thinks of me. I do not care what anybody has to say about me. I am just me, and I am proud of that version of me. But if you'd have met me before I went through the Dark Night of the Soul, which they actually classed as a nervous breakdown at the time, but looking back, I know it was the Dark Night of the Soul. My ego was absolutely petrified of what other people were going to say, what other people are going to think. It's not a nice time. So you have been at war. You know, you have been going through a war. So we've got spying, watching and inspecting. Gemini, who's watching you? Who's watching you? Because somebody else is seeing your growth. Somebody else is seeing your growth. They might even be scared in a sense of, what are they going to say next? Gemini has gone through this major change. They don't care what they say now. They don't care of repercussions as long as they're speaking the truth. What the hell is going on here? Are they going to out me? Are they going to... Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I've kept my mouth shut in the past, been a people pleaser. Not anymore, I'm not. It looks like someone's nervous about your next move. It really does. It's like they're trying to gain some kind of information on that. I also feel, though, that this is going to open you up. So I'm not just getting the spying and the inspecting from one point. I'm getting it from two viewpoints. There could also be people watching you with admiration. It could be a member of the opposite sex that is like, oh my God, I didn't see this part of this person. I didn't. Gemini is really standing out right now. Because going forward, your Venus is being activated. So I really hope that you're all checking your sun, moon, rising and your Venus. Because your Venus governs your finances and your romance. So there's something coming in there. So you're scaring some people, but you're also becoming a magnet to others. Your power this week is to stop going back into regrets. It's to stop thinking about the past. It's to stop going back into repression. You don't need to do that. You know, your third eye chakra is showing you the bigger picture of why things had to happen and how you can move forward with that. So your power is to stop the guilt. Stop owning yourself, basically, because the outside influence to that is release it, surrender it, purge it, cry if you need to cry. You know, do a purge, do a cleanse, do a cord cutting. You know, release those negative energies that are coming with that. You know, these people, the ones who I was saying seem to be a little bit bothered, oh my God, what's Gemini's next move? Because they've done wrong. I think fear is a power. Sometimes we don't actually have to say anything, but the fact that they know that they've done wrong and they're scared of being outed, to me that's karma enough. You know, because they'll be watching over their shoulder for the rest of their life. And that sounds tough with me, but you know what? I'm a double Gemini. So what? Spirit's hopes for you. Chemistry. Passion. They want to bring in chemistry and passion with the right people. This is all about people. Your outcome is stability, harmony and flow. This is about you wanting something, maybe even wanting a relationship or wanting something bigger for yourself financially. But you don't need it because you can actually feed yourself. You can pay your own bills. You can do what you need to do. There's a massive difference between needing and wanting. You're going into a place of wanting. You are in a force. You are a force. You are a force. So I'm going to leave you there for this week. But what I am going to say is the competition is I will be pulling someone from the comments to win a 30-minute live reading via Zoom, WhatsApp, whatever, Messenger, whatever's easiest for yourself. 30 minutes, me and you on the video. Get it all out, see what's coming, answer any questions that you've got. And all I want you to do in the comments is, right, I want this. I'm ready for this. That is the wording I want. I'm ready for this. So, see you in the comments and I'll see you next week.